What's going on, everyone? Danny Rodriguez here. It's time to review Mr. Robot Season 2, Episode 1 and Episode 2, the Season 2 premiere. Spoiler review, make sure you have seen the episode. I'm just going to give you the pros, cons, and final score. It should take me about 3 minutes to recap it. Thanks for joining. Here we go. I'm very excited to be back into the world of Mr. Robot. If you want to check my Season 1 review of Mr. Robot and the spoiler reviews, link down below to the playlist. But in all honesty, guys, I've really missed Mr. Robot. For me, it was the best TV show of last year for the summer, and one of the best out of the whole year. Rami Malek and Christian Slater are just fantastic, and it won TV Show of the Year at the Emmys, I believe. It won, like, Best TV Show of the Year. It definitely deserves it. The writing, the acting, it mind-fucks you. It's so crazy. And this Season 2, it's good. It's great. I was super surprised because I love Season 1. I gotta buy it on DVD or Blu-ray. I gotta buy it soon. But it's great. So let's get right into it. Should take me about 3 minutes to recap and give you the pros, cons, final score. Let's get into it. Episode 1 is basically titled Unmasked Part 1, but EPS 2.0 UNM. Unmasked Part 1 and Part 2 basically is Episode 1 Episode 2, so let's get right into it. First off, guys, Elliot's, we see Elliot's everyday life, you know, kind of his same old, you get up, shit, go talk to my friend at a diner who talks about Seinfeld, you know, basically his everyday routine, and it's pretty boring, but he doesn't want to descend into darkness, so he's living with his mom, by the way, so that's pretty cool. I don't remember him talking much about his mom in Season 1. I don't remember. Were we introduced to her in Season 1? I'm not sure. Either way, Elliot's dad, I forgot his name, or I guess call him Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot's in his room, and he shoots Elliot, which is a big thing, man, because he literally just points a gun at him, and obviously, you know, Mr. Robot, spoiler alert from Season 1, Mr. Robot's all in his head. It's his dad, but he's not really there. It's all just in Elliot's head, and it's weird because he points a gun at him, and all of a sudden, and Elliot is dead, like, headshot. It was crazy, but he's just like, you want to shoot me again? Or are you going to tell me what I want to know? I just love the writing. This show is all about dialogue. Dialogue. That's what I love about this show so much. So, control is an illusion. Someone is messing with this girl named Susan Jacob. She works for E-Corp or Evil Corp. And Gideon visits Elliot. Mr. Robot ends up cutting Gideon's throat. Actually, but, you know, Gideon's fine, but the way Elliot sees it, he's bleeding and everything, because since Mr. Robot shot him, he has the after effects, and it's crazy, because Gideon's like, are you okay, Elliot? And Elliot's just going crazy. He's obviously, again, going deep into madness. So that happens. Darlene is at Susan's house because she basically kicked Susan out of her house in a way where the alarm system was going off, the lights, the TV, and now they're using it for the F Society headquarters while Susan goes to her other home, like in Greenwich or something. So, nice. They have a headquarters and everything. They cut off the balls of a bull in Wall Street, so they got Wall Street by the balls, basically. Very, very clever. So, F Society, what they want to do is show... It's kind of hard to explain, really. They want to set an example, so they end up getting this guy to bring, like, so much money, was it $5,000 or something like that. They wanted to bring a lot of money, and they bring this chief guy out, and he's waiting. He thinks he's doing a drop-off. He's going to give somebody the money, but no, actually this guy drops off a package, and he has the mask, the F Society mask, and he has to burn the money, and it's basically even mind-fucking himself. So it's crazy how they did that. They burn the money, and he's wearing the mask, and he takes it off, and it's all standing for something, and it makes the news. So that's pretty crazy. Tyrell's wife. We don't see Tyrell this episode. We only see him right in the beginning. He's kind of like, he's like a terrorist now in a way, where like, people see him as a terrorist, that he planned a lot of things, so he's in hiding. Tyrell's wife is doing some BDSM, a little crazy with a knife, a little knife action. It's a little too far from me. I don't do the knife. I'd probably, like, you know, that like thing with wheels and like a spur thing, that'd probably be easier. But a knife, Jesus Christ, like, she got cut. I don't know, if I was tied up and like cut like that, I'd be, oh my God, like, I'd be crying like a little bitch. I can't take a knife cut. I can't even take a paper cut, so that'd be crazy. Anyway, got a hate the system. You can't follow that system, guys. Elliot ends up meeting Ray, played by Craig Robinson. And Craig Robinson actually plays a straight-up guy. Like, he has the comedy. Craig Robinson's a really good comedian. But he's just playing, like, he has that comedy element, but he's actually very serious in this role and very, like, in a dark tone. And then Craig Robinson plays it very well as Ray with his dog. So Angela, and I totally forgot Angela was even in the show. Like, when I first turned it on, I was like, Angela, yeah. And then, like, when they showed Angela, I was like, Angela, oh yeah, there's a girl character in this show. I forgot, besides Starlene. There's Angela. Well, she doesn't talk to Elliot that much nowadays. So Angela almost got fired. Gideon is killed in a bar because this guy was like, well, I guess I'm going to be a hero and stuff. And Gideon's like, what's that supposed to mean? And poof, shot right in the neck. So he didn't get his throat slit, but he got his throat shot. So that happens. Elliot talked to Ray, and that's the thing, because Mr. Robot actually talked to Ray, which Mr. Robot is Elliot. So Elliot writes in the journal to know what he's done, to know what he, to keep himself sane, and there's a gap in his journal, thus meaning that Mr. Robot did something for him instead of Elliot doing it for himself. Tyrell calls Elliot at the... Oh, no, before this. Elliot's laughing. He's like... and he's just like... They show different shots of him like... laughing and everything, and I love it because it makes so much sense, because Mr. Robot, he's like... Why are you laughing? What's so... Like, how did Christian Slater voice? He's like, why are you laughing? What are you doing? Sounds more like The Godfather. I'm messing up now. All right, okay, I'm back to. Okay, either way, he goes and points the gun at him again, and he's like, "You gonna shoot me again? All right, go ahead, shoot me. You gonna tell me what I want to know, because I'm not going insane. But I could make you insane." Like, he just turned the fucking system sideways, dude. He just went sideways. It's so amazing because he twisted on Mr. Robot. Like, Mr. Robot's like... he thinks he could make... He totally lost that battle. Like, by the end of the episode, Mr. Robot's just like... What is life? What is life? I'm not even real. Like, it's crazy. That was a great, great ending. And then after that... Elliot, it's a dream state, like, and Tyrell, I believe that was Tyrell, is calling him on the phone, so that'll lead into next week, whether that was a dream or not, but it looked like a dream because he fell asleep at a church group, so it happens. What did I think about this episode overall, guys? First off, with the pros, the opening of the show was just so fantastic, and the directing and the tone, because it's a very dark show, and the directing, the cinematography, the way the cameras are positioned, it is just beautiful the way that they actually filmed this show, and the acting is fantastic. No actor in this episode did a bad job. All the actors did awesome. There's no weak performance. I mean, Rami Malek again is at the top. He definitely, I mean, he's back, like, oh, I'm here to talk to you again. What are you hiding? What mask do you use every day? What mask do you put on for people? Like, just the writing in general was freaking smart. Like, it is great. Like, USA really has, like, something on there. Like, they gotta keep this up, man. And I'm loving it so far. I'm hoping every week's gonna be the same. Because Season 1 was epic. Season 1 was just one of the best seasons in a long-ass time. It's a great show. And this season, I'm hoping that they even outdo it even more. Like, just go for the stars, man. So, the opening, the writing, the ending was awesome. The directing, Gideon's death, that was a very big thing too. I did not see that coming, honestly. I was always thinking, like, there's always many moments in Mr. Robot where you think somebody's just going to pull out a gun and shoot somebody, but I didn't expect it with Gideon. The twist too, there's so many twists within this episode that it still gets you. It's like, it messes with your mind, and you're hoping, like, I could outdo this. I'm smart. I could it's predictable. I could find something, but it's not. Mr. Robot's really not that predictable anymore. It was never really actually predictable to begin with. It's very hard to predict what's going on. Like, when the girl, she was at her house and everything, what's going to go on? Who's messing with her? Of course, it's Starlene, It's like, you didn't see that coming, really. As well, the tone, like I said, Craig Robinson, awesome to have him there. And the flashbacks, when young Elliot fell out of that window and the mom and dad are yelling, it felt real. It felt like heart beating intense. The acting was awesome, and then Elliot kind of like descended into darkness and very shady and shy. It was just great. It's a great premiere, and I'm not just doing that like I'm just like, hey, Mr. Robot's amazing, because it is. There's nothing to lie about here. It's a very, very, very awesome show. Everything was just perfect this episode. Yeah, other than a few slow scenes, because there are a few slow scenes within the episode. Other than that, it was a fun time. It was. It's great to see all the characters. Good introductions again, even the new characters. So I'm going to end up giving this episode a solid A, which I haven't given a solid A. I've given it a few times this year, but this is, maybe the 5th, 6th time I've given an A this year. So, solid A, man. Mr. Robot USA, guys, the work you have, keep it up. You guys are awesome so much. Comment down below, guys. Tell me what you guys thought about Mr. Robot. What do you think is going to happen? Give me your review. What did you think? Thanks again. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. Really would appreciate that. If you enjoyed, make sure to share with your friends. Like my Facebook page down below. And we want to see more content and break the system. You could hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.